Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. In my last two videos, you learned about introduction to DAX and use of DAX variable in Power BI. So today we are going to learn about a new chapter of DAX, that is DAX context. Okay, so let's do that. First, we need to know what is context. According to Philip Seymour, context is how DAX applies layers of filtering to tables used in our calculation so that they return results that are relevant for every value. That means context is the layer of filtering and is applied to calculations to produce a result related to every value of a visual or pivot table, including rows and columns totals. Okay, so once when we are going to the Power BI desktop, at that time we learn about more this context. Most of the area you find row context and filter context, but according to the Microsoft documentation you will find out there are three contexts. Now what is filter context? Filter context means when you are applying filters on the set of values of columns or tables using DAX calculation. So before any core calculation, the first filter context is finalized. Once it is decided, filter rules, that means inside the context, are applied across the data and calculations execute on the remaining data. After completion of the calculation, filter context is destroyed and not used by any other process. So there are two type of filter context, implicit filter and explicit filter. So when I'm going to show you the example, at that time I will explain what is how implicit filter and explicit filter is working. Next, row context. Row context is related to the current rows. That means if you create a calculation using the calculated column, the row context involves the values of all columns from the current row. If that table has a relationship with the other table, then it includes all the related values from the other table for that row. So there are some iterative functions in DAX over a table. So those functions involve multiple rows during the calculation and each row with its own row context. Okay, so that means row context is related to the current row only. Now what is query context? So query context is the combination of row and filters create the final query for the DAX. Okay, so that is defined as a query context. So users normally explicitly mention the row and the filter context for a DAX, and DAX implicitly creates the query context from that filter and row context. Okay, now we clear about the description. Now I am going to show you in Power BI Desktop how it is working. So now I am in Power BI Desktop. So I have imported the data, this US Superstore data here. Okay. First, what I have done, I have prepared one field, total sales, that is simple sum function. Okay. And based on that, I have created one matrix view, which is I'm taking the year, region and total sales. Now we can observe for each and every column and row, the value is different. Why it is different? It is because of this year and region value. Because I didn't mention any implicit filter here within this calculation. How still it's taking the filtered value because of this implicit filter column, year and region. So this is called implicit filter context. Now I'm moving to the next one. Now I'll talk about explicit filter context. For that, what I have done, I have created cells or forms. I've created a explicitly one DAX function calculate. Okay, based on that I've created one measure where I'm defining this filter condition explicitly, and for that I've created one table view, subcategory total sales and sales of phones. So you can observe for the sales of phones it is giving the result only the phone value, not the other subcategory value. So that means for explicit filter, if I mention any filter condition in my DAX calculation, it will override the implicit filter conditions value. That means it is not considering the other subcategories value. It is only displaying the data for the phone value. Okay. Now I will show you another example. Now instead of that filter condition, if I am creating another calculated measure where I am defining this all function. All function is considering the all subcategory value, okay, as a filter. So here you can observe this for this calculated measure, my data is this total value, whatever is mentioned. So it is taking all the subcategory value in the calculated measure. I'll show you another example. Here, if you can observe, in my last two measures, I didn't define the filter condition, but I have created another measure, calculated measure, where if I select on this, you can observe within this calculate function, I have explicitly defined this filter function, and for that you can observe only this phone value is coming. It is not repeating for the other rows. Okay. Now if I explicitly define this filter condition, the performance will be a little bit slow. Okay. I'll show you another example. Here in the calculate function, within the filter condition, I have provided phone as well as art. Okay. Within this, using this operator, DAX operator, and you can observe the phone value is coming as well as the art value is also coming. Okay, so now my explicit filter context is explained. Okay, now I'll talk about row context. So row context is related to the current row. Now I have created one calculated column. Here I am not creating any calculated measure. This is a calculated column. Okay, sales minus profit, I have created the cost. So we know if I create any calculated column, if I go to this view, I can find out that column explicitly. Okay, so my cost function is calculated for each and every rows. Okay, and the query context is nothing but the combination of filter and row context. So I have explained all the example, and I'll provide this code in my GitHub profile. You can check that, and if you have any doubt, please go through my blogs. You'll find out all the steps and all the explanation. Okay, thanks for watching. So today you learned about use of context in DAX. I hope you enjoy the video. Please like, comment and subscribe my channel. Thank you.